I'm Bill, foreign teacher supervisor of Yanji district. I've been here for a year and a half. I'm originally from Toronto, Canada.
My name is Michaela. I'm from South Africa. I've been here for just short of 4 months.
Hi, I'm Zach. I'm 24 years old. I'm from London, UK, and I've been in Shanghai for, I think, 2 months now.
How did I end up here?
And I was searching for a teaching position in Asia, and I think Shanghai quite appealed to me, and I thought, you know, I wanted to travel around China as well, and I thought the best place to start is in Shanghai.
I heard about Kid Castle through a friend, and they only spoke very highly of Kid Castle. And I thought of just furthering my horizons.
I met a friend in Toronto when I was doing my CELTA, and he had previously been living in China for about 5 years. So upon graduation, he mentioned it to me that maybe you might want to apply for somewhere in Asia, China being one of those places, just based off of his experiences and what he was saying. I went ahead and did that, and it's probably one of the best decisions that I've made.
I can't find the right words to describe it.
My first month, it was a bit up and down. First couple of days were definitely a bit overwhelming, but I mean, it wasn't as different as I thought it'd be.
When you come here, you kind of get quite culture shock, and you know, you don't get everything slowly. You get everything, you know, ramped at you, and you have to be really open to accept a lot of things. And I think that's the main thing that helped me. I was quite friendly, open, and accepting of, you know, local cultures.
When I first got here, obviously I was very nervous. It's a whole new big world. I come from a very small town, no city life. So everything was 10 times bigger, 10 times more beautiful, just very overwhelming. Obviously the culture shock was intense. All the food on the streets, all the smells.
Finding little children urinating in the middle of the street.
Spitting.
They have these little, you know, trousers that they wear.
Traffic.
One of the strangest thing that I've seen, I saw a guy walking a turtle one day on the street, which I did think was a bit odd.
They have these little trousers that has holes inside it, so whenever they need to go, they would go, like, literally wherever they are, they would literally stop and, you know, urinate.
It was a pretty big turtle too.
I think to other people who come from another country would feel what I did in the beginning, but it's okay. It's just very different.
Well, I mean, it was a pretty big turtle, guys. It was a pretty big turtle. All right, sorry. Continue, my fault.
I did not hear how beautiful Shanghai was. I mean, like, in a few days, a building is up. A coffee shop is being made in like 3 days in my road. Fast growing, it's just amazing. I wasn't prepared for that. So that was quite cool to see. Everybody has the obvious expectations, fears and whatnot when it comes to just the simple things like eating food or the air quality and things of that nature. But I mean, you grow accustomed to it. The food, especially, like, I love the food. There's a lot of really good places to eat. In terms of the actual air, I mean, it does have its bad days, but you get used to that also, and you just got to learn to get past that. It's not as bad as it might seem when you're back home and you see it on the news. At 3 o'clock in the morning, you can walk around freely without anyone bothering you or even looking your way. And yeah, I like that everyone minds their own business here. There's cameras on every corner, and I just feel safe wherever I am, wherever I go. It's almost the same life as it would be back home. It's not much different, except that you're far away from home. That's it. In my free time, I go exploring. In my free time, I enjoy painting.
At the moment, I'm into combat fighting, Muay Thai. I've been doing this since I came here, and I've actually got my first fight coming up in July. It was got announced just recently.
I go and have a look at all the tourist attractions. Literally spend my day riding around on a bicycle looking for something new.
I mean, I definitely enjoy going out. I tend to do a lot of it. Shanghai's nightlife it's huge.
Yesterday I went to a little place called Tianzi. What's it called?
I like to just sometimes just take rides on my scooter. I'll just go wandering around. Most times in the night when the streets are empty, which is really cool. It's really fun.
Tianzi. Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Yeah, so sometimes I go ice skating, not far from my workplace. I actually do.
Do you go alone?
Oh yeah, I do. Can't get nowhere to go.
The best thing about Shanghai is...
The best thing about Shanghai?
It's the city life, the shopping. I love the shopping.
Shanghai's quite massive. Like each day you find different areas that you haven't explored.
For me, it would probably be the nightlife.
There's so much to do every day. There's something new to do. You're never bored.
You can never stop finding new places. So every day it's a new adventure.
Everything. I just love Shanghai. Describe Shanghai in 3 words.
Entertaining.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Confusing.
Innovative.
Mysterious.
New.
Wonderful.
Magical.
Yeah, I do. Well, I've taught adults and young or teenagers and sorts, but I've never taught children. That's been new to me since I've been here, and it's kind of fun learning new ways and methods and techniques in teaching or expressing your lessons and your views.
Prior to coming to Shanghai, I taught at a high school. I was working with children with disabilities.
Got my bachelor's degree in teaching in October, but prior to that I'd been teaching at schools in my town, because my town is very small, so everyone knows everyone, and I was like the go-to only available teacher, so if teachers were off sick or on leave, I would fill in for them.
The kids are a lot of fun. Watching the kids progress from where you first started and seeing where they're at, I mean, however long that you've been with them, it definitely is rewarding.
And the kids are quite funny, I say.
The interaction with the kids. I know the language barrier is a bit tricky, but I find challenge is good.
It just feels good to see that kids are actually improving because of something that I'm doing.
There was this student, his name was Arnold, he's in a senior classes, so what I was trying to teach the whole class was, and one of the target language was respect, and what it meant and how to bring it about in a daily life. So one of the examples I gave was respecting your elders, your parents, your teachers. And one thing I realized, one of the students was, and he saw me and he was like, oh, and I can call you my little brother. I'm not sure whether they're seeing a Western black teacher and the way they were accepting of me. And for the students to call me a brother, I was like, yeah, that's amazing.
To be honest, that's a hard question for me to answer. I mean, every day's fun. I can't narrow down a specific moment. I mean, I do enjoy all my classes. All the kids, they're all really fun, really cool.
I have a favorite kid, and he's a very moody kid. And ever since I got here, just by me kind of going along with his imagination, it helps him in that he wants to participate in anything we're doing, games, group discussions, where in the beginning I kind of didn't really know him and what he was about. And now I know his personality, so I play his game and he's always very happy, and it makes me feel good because he's happy.
Kids' names. Okay, you get really crazy names, I think.
Well, Ah, there's so many.
His name is Jason, but every lesson, his name changes. So one day it will be typhoon, the next day it will be tsunami, tornado.
I'll tell you some of the ones that I've heard. So I've heard iPad. There's some really fun ones too. Like I got a Rambo, which was really awesome. I think that's one of the best names. I also got to name a couple kids. So I got a Bella, which is cool. It's kind of a play on Bill, Bella. Yeah.
So I'll be like, okay, Jason, it's your turn to play a game. And he's like, so I'm like, oh, sorry, typhoon. Okay, then he comes up like he doesn't know who Jason is anymore.
Oh, the 3 words again. Come on, you guys are killing me.
Crazy.
Fun.
Growth,
Rewarding.
opportunity,
Engaging.
Challenging.
professional.
Supportive. Be open-minded and respectful of others. For one, you need to realize you're not at home. You're in a new country, you know, with different, where people are different, you know, they have different cultures, different views and different values, and you have to kind of respect that.
Pay very careful attention to your trainers. The things they do, the things they say, how they are with the kids in the class. Yeah, just you learn a lot from your trainers.
Advice for new teachers, take your time. You're not going to be amazing right away. There's definitely a learning curve, but once you'll know when you get to that point where it just becomes routine and you know what you're doing every day, and you're much more comfortable in front of a class, in front of students, in front of parents, in front of other teachers. It'll all come. Just takes time, just like with anything.
It's not a walk in the park, but you know, once you've gone through the first early stages, you'll really start enjoying the city.
Oh, we gotta do this whole thing all over again, guys.